Oh yeah, Tuesday is here, and so are we. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 12 noon. Welcome to Harmonic Pattern Podcast number 109. Man, we're racking these up. What's going on, everybody? Quick shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome. Thanks for showing up here. Again, midday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, every week. Next week, I might be taking a day off. I got to go away. So, absolutely. Oh, sorry to hear that, Victoria. Feel better soon. Shout out to you. Actually, I think I had that last week. I won't even say what it is, but let's get to it. How about this Bitcoin? The follow-through is here. Looking great on the BTC, USD, any data source you like, it's showing up. And there's some things we want to look for on this breakout that will really get this thing where it needs to be. Again, I think Bitcoin 25K, 26K, an easy target for this move. And don't forget that little target one. As crazy as that sounds, target one is at 38,772. Slightly different depending on what your data feed is again, but I think we are, getting into these initial launch stages and absolutely need to be aware. Again, weekly time frames, people are dominating, which is usually best. You get weekly time frame signals, then that's going to dominate your macro outlook, and everything else fits within that smaller or within that larger time frame. And I don't see anything stopping Bitcoin until we kind of bump back into this zone as high as 26.5. So, and a lot of the ones we've been talking about are taking off. Sandbox, Algo, Engine, even Cardano, even that garbage. Yeah, I said it, it's garbage, but hey, it's going okay. Other thing is the Bitcoin mining stocks are exploding and coming off of major patterns. We'll look at all these secondary alts in a second. I want to focus on the big boy, Bitcoin, because this is going to save Saylor's butt. Michael Saylor is one happy camper wherever he is. So, greetings, Costa Mooney. Welcome. If this is your first time watching live, fantastic. Welcome. Also, for all of our new peeps. Again, folks, everything begins and ends at harmonictrader.com. So go over to Harmonic Trader. Okay, sign up, become a basic member. Gotta log in. Become a basic member, access the basic members page once you get logged in, and all of the instructions. I'm going to say this every session until I stop getting questions, and then I'll keep saying it, but everyone needs to get set up with the free trial for the TradingView version. We do crypto in here. We do a lot of crypto in here. We do stocks. We do futures, commodities. But it seems like crypto is the crowd's favorite. And for harmonic patterns, it doesn't matter what market, what time frame. We want to apply the framework the same way, but you need the software. So get the software, Harmonic Pattern Collection, and then try one of our other pro platforms. And between the two, you've got the complete software solution. Also, people were asking me about the books. I appreciate that comment on the Volume 3. He said Volume 3 was a game changer for him. If you know about harmonic patterns and you want to get right to the advanced material, Volume 3 is the book for you. So jump right in there. And what I'm going to recommend is you get into the back of the book for RSI and advanced RSI and HSI techniques and the way we look at all of that, because that's what's dictating our triggers now. This is why Bitcoin is doing what it's doing after the weekly check back and launch. And this is really shaping up as ideal as it could. It reminds me of last April Look, a lot of similarities on this check back and go. This one might be even stronger. And that led to a sizable rally, almost actually a double or more than a double off the low. So a double off the low pulls you into the 30s. It's going to take time. This is still reaction mode, but against the constraint of the downtrend, you're going to go back and kiss that thing. Awesome. Great. Costa, if you have any questions or anybody has any questions, go to the Discord and contact my buddy, my friend, my family, Miss Stephanie, and she will help you out on the Discord. Yeah, you're my buddy. I know we're not talking. I'm busy, but we'll get caught up one of these days. Anyway, folks, this is great. You know, how you feeling? How's everybody feeling today about your positions, crypto, the markets? A lot better spot than they were a few weeks ago. And we've got, you know, a nice reactive window here, summer rally, if you will, that should get a little bid under the crypto floor. Take a look at the total index, because now we're above the trillion total crypto market cap. I think that's a big psychological level. What that kind of tells me is that maybe under the 1 trillion is a shakeout for now. Perfect check back. Same deal. We're not going to change the deal. We're not changing our outlook. What we're looking for is a steady reaction. Should be week over week, what we call a serial reversal, a serial move, meaning every bar should begin to put in that pattern of higher highs, higher lows, and march it up to, you know, 1.3 trillion, 1.2 trillion. So that's, you know, I like that. And then the total 3, this has been perfect. Bat pattern, HSI check back. 3-bar breakout. Remember that one? We've been talking about, like, give me a 3-bar breakout. Give me a 3-bar breakout, and that'll seal the deal. Well, you have it. And I would say you close above 400 billion on this, you've got room to run, which again frees up your altcoins to come off of these floors, you know, after getting chopped 95, 98%. Talk about speculation. This is a sweet spot. Again, we're looking for reactions, and must really be aware that this is going to be a reactive, strong serial move. We're not surprised by that now that we have kind of really confirmed this bottom, and we've got, you know, plenty of room to run. Let's look at a couple of the altcoins really quick. Get caught up. This one's moving. Sandbox. I expect this over $1.50 very soon. And once you get above that $1.50, then we're going to apply the framework, and nothing will change. We'll apply the framework to target one at 392. A couple other ones that are really banging. Look at Solana. And that hasn't even bumped above the zone. Probably one of the stronger cryptos fundamentally, market cap wise, forming a nice base off the bottom. 121 is your target one, folks. And this is, you know, lining up where the acceleration is happening quickly. Why? Because look at the amplified RSI. It's beautiful. Doing what we wanted to see come out of the zone. And check this out. We aren't even above the 50 yet. We get above that 50, expect an acceleration. I think on this one, you come back to full retest to the overbought side, which will take you much higher. Where you are within the framework with the indicators triggering now, clearly HSI on the weekly will do a march week over week, next several weeks, maybe next month. until it can come back out. That's a textbook scenario, folks. We will look back on these days. We will look back on the summer of 2022 and say, what an amazing collection of bullish patterns, bullish confirmation, ideal check back, triggers that fit the textbook. And then we go. Here is more in that metaverse category. Decentraland. That's another one we have been way in front of, and it's rocking. Beautiful check back. This hasn't even broken out yet. And look at your amplified just coming off the floor. Where we get this thing moving now, sure. The daily chart, here's the daily chart. Beautiful patterns. And this is the thing, folks. There are patterns all over the place. Mostly on the weekly, which is about as good as you can see. And then others are daily. This is daily. And all of your target ones are much higher. A lot of your target ones are double or more where we are exactly now. So let's just be mindful of what this is doing. Really quick. I mentioned stuff like Riot. We never got the check back, but it's exploding. Okay. Crab pattern confirmation. All of that was 430. Now 688. Wait for a little bit of wait for something on this. Maybe it comes back in a couple of days. This is coming out of the zone, but the fact that you have patterns in those stocks, I did mention as well, take a look. Our GBTC, this thing is going to be a beautiful sign for future consideration. Take a look. Weekly, Gartley. I mean, the Gartley is, this might go into the next book. I think when this is done, maybe in a year or two, I'll write a book, another book. It's the last thing I want to do, but target one, 29.66. You're only 15 now, folks. This is taking off. There's a quick question. Does the 2-week free trial include the watch list on TradingView? Absolutely. You get all the tools. Any of the trials you want to take, folks, you've got all of the tools you want. Here's the watch list. Someone's asking me about this. It looks like this, your watch list for TradingView. Oh, wrong one. Here you go. Let's get that right. Oh, there's the watch list. Okay, look like that. And you can stack them. Gives you all the patterns. Weekly, reminder, go in the weekly. Yeah, look, XRP had a bat pattern 10 weeks ago. So check that out. I can describe this, and we've supplied tons of videos, but the real thing is to watch the sessions, follow along with what we do, what we're talking about, and play with the software. You get your hands on the software and get your face in front of it. Here's Cardano, now above 50 cents. Looks like it wants to go. Remember this? Daily, there's several things. Daily, weekly 886. Talked about all of this. Now, what these are doing, most of them, the 3-bar breakout. And that 3-bar breakout should really set the stage for something more. Couple more. Someone wanted to look at Rune. Yeah, we'll look at Rune. Just going to fly through a bunch of these, and I want to get onto the regular markets today. I think it's pretty clear. There's Rune. Weekly check back. Oh, yeah, it's a big bat pattern right at $1. Actually, hop level is 99 cents. Your 886 is around 3 something. Not the prettiest of scenarios, but it is a type 2. I like those. I like all the metaverse. I've been talking about those stocks for a couple of weeks, and they're just keep on going. Polkadot, same deal. Look, you can go through all of these. Take your favorite crypto. Tell me what's happening. Here's DOT. Weekly check back is like this. There you go. Just happened last week. Let me blow it up. There's the weekly check back. That was at 650. And it's an all-time 886. I mean, there's a ton of things here. So you're not even $8 off the floor. How much? There's a question. What's up, crypto hoarder? Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Roshan, I'll get to that in a second. If you're having a problem with Harmonic Trader logging in, send me an email at harmonictrader@gmail. But a lot of these are just coming off. They're doing, again, if they haven't done it, they're doing it today. The 3-bar breakout off of these big triggers. So plenty of room to run. DOT, fairly amazing. Here's Ethereum. Look at this hanging tough. Hanging tough. Target 1 on Ethereum, folks, is 24.86. That's where I'm going to target. That's where I will peg this move. Now the question was, will we see a retracement back later in the year? Yeah, that would be how we handle it. But we're going to get to our target 1s first. And there's plenty of time, plenty of room to run until we get to our target 1s. Once we get up there, we'll deal. But the reactive stage that we're in now, we've been just pounding the table on that since really June 21 and thereafter. Go back and look at the sessions from June, especially right before June 21 and what we were saying. Appreciate that. Yep. Everybody hit the like if you can. Subscribe if you want to get updates and all of that. So a couple more. A few of you guys, I don't recognize those, but I'm willing to look. PYR, have no idea what that is. Vulcan Forged coin. Ha! Come on, you know better than this to put something like that in the chat. That's not, look, someone put this up. Hey, it's going to explode. No, come on, let's not do the moon talk. Let's do the measurement talk. Let's do the measurement talk. And all of our measurements say reaction phase now. That's it. And let's get on the reaction phase and ride it. Ride it up to our target 1s, and then we will assess. This is, I need to really be clear about where we are. That this is a reaction. Okay, this is definitely like Solana here. Let's go back to that really quick. I think that's a great textbook example of patterns, weekly retracements, clear signs where everything that you want to see from a type 1, that is your first reaction move, maybe get you to 124 on Solana from 46. We were just 35 a few days ago. That's how we would treat it. This might take, as we said yesterday, 30 weeks or 30 days, depending on what your time frame is. You're already 30 days here. There, you're 30 days. You were 30 days a while ago. But the weekly chart, again, a lot of this saying, I would say the next few months, reaction phase, just reaction. Some of the other ones that have broken out of the downtrend are in a better relative spot, and that's okay. I've mentioned Sandbox is one of them, of course. Looks like this. Bitcoin, Ethereum. I mean, that Sandbox, I'm telling you, this is based on experience. We talked about that yesterday, of how the individual moves. Once you have completed the pattern, established confirmation, done the check back, every bar, every day from this point forward is beautiful. Hey, somebody's saying GRT, man, bear, pig. I love you. Absolutely. Man, bear, pig is right. GRT is another one, and this is starting to move. I like this. I like GRT because here we are. Look at the daily chart. Deep crab, beautiful. Check back, beautiful. All at around, what was that, 8 cents? 9 cents? Go to 26. Look, I'm not making this up. This is the framework. This is how we treat these. Of course, we're going to manage it on the way up. Let's see if we run into some, some short-term bearish signals. But I think this is going to explode up into the overbought and really begin the acceleration phase. Don't know. Mad Scientist, that PYR, I even if you like it, I'm going to say there's a dozen other coins with distinct patterns that give us the framework we're going to need to navigate these next few weeks. Even if you don't have a pattern, like you have a favorite crypto and it doesn't have a pattern, you have to be selective. And most of the things that we have really followed through on have patterns behind them. Here's crypto.com, folks. That thing completed and checked back at about 10 cents. You're now 13.5. Target 1's 31. These are clear patterns, clear signals. Most of them are at all-time 886 retracements on the weekly. With all of that happening, you're in a perfect position structurally. Are the macro lows in? No. No, macro lows are not in. Look, we're just thinking reaction, and this can be strong. It can be sharp. This is typical type 1 material. And we see that time and time again of how strong this stuff can be. Once it gets going, you get out of the zone, you're playing catch up against a downtrend where, look, you got overdone on the downside. The crypto.com, I like that. I like these ones that have a pattern, that are still in their PRZ, and have started to break out of this 8-month, 10-month bear market. That's a great relative position. This is a better position than Bitcoin or Ethereum, in my opinion, because you have broken the downtrend weight, and you're starting to crack. One or two more, okay? The private money, the privacy coins, Dash, Monero. What else do we have in that category? XMR, Monero, Dash. There was another one. But they all have beautiful patterns. And they haven't moved yet. This is the thing to be looking for. Here's Monero. Weekly. Look at that weekly. Talked about this yesterday. Okay. That's a type 2 move. That's an even better situation than, again, Ethereum and Bitcoin, because it's a type 2. I like that. Go to the daily here on Monero. Again, just climbing out of the zone. There's the butterfly confirmation. Target 2 is not till 261. Now 146. There's a lot going on. Zcash was the other one. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Jonathan. Crypto hoarder, of course you own crypto.com. Maybe you own the whole thing. Maybe I should be, I should get back into that one. That and Chili's are the two that I'll probably load back up on. Not there yet. Here's Chili's. It's right about where I sold it on Mitch's live stream. I need to call Mitch. Mitch and I need to get together and do another live stream really soon. Shout out to Mitch Ray. I got to call. I owe him a phone call for sure. But there's Chili's. Looks like it wants 17 cents after all. Go get them. Like it. Zcash. Let's wrap up on that. Let's get to the other markets. I need to get out today before 1 o'clock. Zcash weekly. Weekly just registered, depending on your data feed again. Finance feed, probably better. Daily. Yeah. Zcash, this is a good one to look at because there's not a pattern. Not to say that's not going to go up. I would just rather have another pattern. I'd rather have those that have clear patterns. Hey, Ralph Benjamin's here. What's going on? He's talking about sushi. Yeah, look, sushi. You got a whole bunch of stuff. Smaller patterns inside of big patterns. Here's the weekly on sushi. Wait, get back here. There you go. Look at that. There's a man that owns the software. And you get to live patterns like this. Jeez. Sushi. Like it. $1.48. Throw a dart. Let's go. Oh, you guys keep getting me to keep going on the crypto. Axie was one we did yesterday. Another weekly check back. Just starting to do a 3-bar breakout. Again, I think we said this yesterday, above 17, which it's doing now, and it goes. It runs. The weekly is is a shark. It's a shark. So all of these, that's what you want. You want to be in this position with patterns like this behind you that you know once it gets going, every little day, every bar higher adds to that argument that, hey, this is type 1 reaction material. Let's ride it. And what are the limits that we look for? Ride it on a trend line up to target 1. I know that's a hell of a call to say, oh, okay, 17, go to 100, but look, I'm just following the software. That's what we do here. Stay with this, folks. There's a lot going on that is, after such a massive crash, if they weren't going to go bankrupt, okay, they're going to go into recovery. I mean, Axie, you've got all of the patterns and everything you want to see in the check back. You're 886 at 21. I'd say you get to 21 or higher. Cosmos, another one. Weekly. This is weekly. You got to get it in the right data feed. You got to get long enough time frame. There you go. I think on the daily. Wasn't Cosmos, I thought Cosmos was a crab. Maybe I'm confusing that with Algo. Let me see. Nope. I don't know what that one is. I think it was really Algo. Yeah, Algo's the big 886. And there it is. And it's another bat. Ugly bat pattern, but okay by me. You're at 36.7 cents as the hop level. You're 37.5. Confirmation came in around 28. You're still good. You're still good. Am I taking any... Hold on one second. Am I taking any new entries in crypto? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, here's one. Here's one I'm going to take. Anchor. Just popping now. Anchor is another, that one got beat up dramatically. Beautiful crab. I mean, there's a lot of things going on there in Anchor. You're trading 3. I think that goes to 5.5 minimum. That's one I'll probably take on. I did add to LRC. Show you that one. Most of you know that I've been involved with that one, LRC. Okay, massive Gartley on the daily or weekly's better. Weekly is check back. Maybe it is a daily. Oh, the LRC one was the small pattern inside the big pattern. Look at that. That is beautiful stuff. The little mini pattern inside your PRZ is absolutely what you want to see. That little pattern acts like a structural trigger inside the larger zone, and then you go. I like it. I like it. I like that one. The other one that I was lining up here, what is it? Anchor. I told you guys about scale yesterday. Here's scale. I added to that. So I've got a lot of that. I got a lot of that. A lot. So enough, like a six-figure position, not money, but shares. So take that for what it is, but yes. Someone's asking about Doge. GRT is one I will take very soon. Oh, here's another one I'm looking at for everybody that's new. This FET, Fetch AI. Crypto hoarder, why don't you and I get in on a couple 100,000 of these and run this up to target 1. You're trading 8 cents, target 1's 55. You tell me. Pretty nice possibility there. And it just triggered last week, so that on the weekly, the daily hasn't come up. Don't come in on this now and run it so I can't get it at under 9 cents. But those are 2. Those are 3. New ones that I will be adding to. I think here's this Phantom. This one got away from me. Folks, this is an example of what I expect. All of the ones that I have mentioned with patterns and 886s and checkbacks, they're going to start popping like this. And they will not look back in this reaction phase until we get up to breakout or get out of these trend lines. I mean, this Phantom, there's another one that's to the right of the downtrend. GTC, okay. Last one on GTC. Let's get to some standard markets too. GTC, it's a weekly. It's a weekly check back that hasn't moved yet at 250. Anywhere at 250 is fair game. And you're looking for sizable pullbacks. For those that are new, if you're not aware of kind of the harmonic scale of ratios, just do a 382 off your low. That should be your maximum target for a lot of these. And manage it on the way up. You know, maybe a 236, $8, something like that. But it's early development phase. Really quick. Let's go over to the harmonic pattern collection for e-signal. And let's look at standard markets. Really quick. Bitcoin, the futures chart, folks, it's gone. It's out of the box. And I did want to say this, and this will be the last crypto. A couple weeks ago, we talked about this bar. This bar. Okay? Of doing a retracement against that bar. We're now at the 50% level. I expect this full bar and this gap to fill on this move. That gets you to about 29,000 on the futures. And that, look, you got 3-bar breakout. That's what we talked about yesterday. It's now full on. I expect a big day, 2-3 days Bitcoin. Big week. A couple $1,000s on the week should get us up there pretty quickly. Like I said, Michael Saylor is probably relaxing for the first time in 8 months. So got to give him credit. He's sticking to his guns. But we're still only in reaction mode. So we don't get too crazy in reaction mode. Again, it's run your spread of ratios. Like that. 382 is actually, as I said, about 29,000. I think 25,000 immediately is your first stop. 25, 26, and then we'll see. The 382 off the all-time high, 37, and some of those other spot charts. We'll take it in chunks, but the first chunk gets you to the mid-high 20s. Couldn't be better, folks. Look, when you get into these spots and you've been through as many patterns as I've been through after vicious declines, sometimes it's difficult to see the opportunity. We talked about that last week. Talked about that in Ethereum, but it's here. So what about the larger markets? What about NASDAQ? What about S&P 500 or the Dow? Here's our composite. Well, we do have a weekly check back here on the composite index, about 10,900. And we're probably in just another reaction against the downtrend, which says your earnings are going to be surprising. I think we do this. Come up like crypto and then come back down later in the fall. But this is a nice pop. Should get you another, I would say 5% higher. And then we'll see. You could still be in a downtrend, but you have everything you want to see reaction-wise, where looking good. Also notice we don't have a 3-bar breakout, but we will above 11,687, only 60 points away. So that's, again, every little step we take, every little push to new highs will help this argument. But you have wind at your back for the first time all year. I mean, true wind. True wind. Not like, excuse me, but passing gas wind, but not like that counter trend reaction that we saw in March to April. But you have verifiable oversold conditions that have reversed. You have triple confirmation on NASDAQ Composite too. What is that? That is the combination of amplified RSI, HSI, and standard RSI. All gave you oversold readings. That's not common. That's kind of rare, especially when you get standard RSI down to the oversold. So this is fairly significant stuff and quite early in the process. What are some of the patterns? Well, we have a bunch of semiconductors like this. NVIDIA, big ABCD right off the top. Good old Paul Pelosi knew about this. Paul Pelosi, a client. He's a harmonic trader. No, he's not. He's an inside trader. He's got one of the best advisors on the street, his wife, Nancy. Hey, we're going to do this. Hey, we're going to pass this legislation, Paul. 50 billion for new chips, and NVIDIA is one of the companies. Why don't you go buy 1 million shares? Look, NVIDIA, it's a type 1. Type 1, we're going to get a 3-bar breakout above 177. Should see acceleration up to that 219, folks. Let's hit a couple of these semis. AMD. And these are weeklies. Weekly or daily? Here's the daily on AMD. Zoink, look at that. Oof. Look at that bat pattern. Beautiful. Right off the hop with confirmation. Maybe goes to 97, back into the zone, and target 1 is all the way here. 119. Could be a good spot for some calls, guys. Call options. Think about it. Oh, let's go to see when the earnings are, because that's something I'll start talking about. Earnings. Here's AMD. Earnings coming up. Oh, look at that. Alternate bat. This is the Trading View program. It's actually as good in terms of the scanner, or better than the pros. There's the daily, and there you go. Another same alt bat. Earnings coming up, folks, on the 3rd of August. Might be a good time to load up on those 90 or 95 calls with an August expiration, 2nd, 3rd week. Maybe go with the August and play it into there. I think we're going to play catch up. Market's going to new highs. Nasdaq's only up it's up to 290 now. S&P's up a strong 85. Dow futures up 608. Is a good day. It's a good day. A good day. Good day. Oh, look at you guys running my anchor. How dare you? I didn't get into anchor yet. Look at you running this. Guys, cut that out. See, next time I'm going to buy it first. You guys are running this anchor on me. Let's get back to some other charts. How about Google? It just split. What are you going to do with it? Another ABCD on the daily, up to 113 to 128. That's an easy move. Also, think of it this way. Google, it just split a couple days ago, like in here, and it didn't continue lower. That's a pretty good sign. I think reaction. Again, all of these markets are reactions. They could be strong moves, but it's a reaction. That's typical type 1 behavior. Yeah, we buy on Thursday, folks. We'll give away some books. Our next session Thursday. I'll give away a few more volume 3s. We do that on Thursday. Yes, I agree with you. Taiwan Semiconductor. Someone just put that in the chat. TSM. Look at this pattern. Look at this pattern. Look at that. This is why you need the software, folks. You're not going to be able to measure that. You're not going to be able to. Here at the hop at 78, triggered confirmation. Okay, after the fact, we'd like to see that at 79. Now trading 86. What am I doing? I should be buying that one. That came in last week. Target 111. Oh, let's see when the earnings are on this puppy. Taiwan Semi. Earnings, they're all coming up in the next 2 weeks. Go to the daily chart. Oh, that did have earnings. That already had earnings. And look at that pattern. That's a beautiful crab pattern on Taiwan Semi. This is what we want. Here's Tesla. Look at Tesla. You tell me. Earnings are today, right? Tomorrow on earnings. I say that pops off of this bat pattern. Target 1 at 858. This was one of our 3 ideas a few weeks ago, folks, and we were saying down here at 640, that was your number. And it was. Now we go to 858 on Tesla. No stopping that puppy. How do you get volume 3? Quick question in the chat. Go to harmonictrader.com, folks. All of your needs are there. Where is it? There's my buddy. Harmonictrader.com. And become a basic member. I'm trying to show you the page. I just can't find it in this moment. Oh, come on. And if you want, we're giving away some books on Thursday session. So that's something I'm going to start doing every Thursday. I'll give away a couple of books, but go become a basic member over here at harmonictrader.com. And to get all 4 books as PDFs, they're all right here. Number 2, Harmonic Trader, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Just click the button. Once you're in, you can download, bang, like that, and then just download, hit the download button, and it comes right to you. Get the physical book. You can buy them, or you can try to win one on Thursday. Leave that up to you. A couple more. I'll look at that ASML. I haven't looked at that before, but I think if it's like Micron, yeah, bat pattern off the hop with confirmation. All of that was at 445. Here's Micron. Look at these chips. Look at these semis. Pattern after pattern after pattern. So let's go. I think this on the weekly, no, it didn't. It's a little bit different. Couple of more. Here's CSX. This was another one we talked about last few weeks ago as a, this was 3 ideas a few weeks ago. Crab pattern at 29, confirmation around 28, 28.50. That's in a type 1. Goes to 32. A lot going on here. It's really nice. Oh, here's another one. I'm long this. I wish I would have told you guys sooner. Mosaic. I'm long that. That's a shark, and that has a long way to go. I like that one. And look how this thing is rallying into earnings. Keep an eye on that one. I think that was a 3 ideas. 45 is the number. Today you did the first 3-bar breakout. Actually, this is a good example. Okay, let's walk through. Where is the first 3-bar breakout? You need to have any individual close above a 3-bar range. So we start by looking at the completion of the pattern. Do we have confirmation anywhere? Anywhere? Does it anything the 3-bar breakout? There? No. Look, the close didn't get above. Is it there? No. 1, 2, 3 higher. 1, 2, 3 higher. How about there? Nope. 1, 2, 3 barely clearing out. No. This is the first 3-bar. Really clear. You can't fudge it either. So, keep an eye on that. There's a question about the books. You want a hard copy, Cody. All right, contact Stephanie in the Discord. And there's another comment. You want an Arabic translation of the books? They are. There. You know what? The books have been translated into 5 languages. I need to organize that. Stephanie, put that on our list. We really need to make those books available. We do have the books in Arabic. And I think one of the guys that is over in Dubai or Qatar actually was getting his volume 3 translated, certified by the Islamic Council or something like that. I'll have to contact. We were doing that and then COVID hit, so we stopped. But I'll get some more information on this foreign translation. I mean, we've got volume 1 is available in Mandarin, Chinese, Spanish, Portuguese, Arabic, English. I'll have to look at more of that. Yeah, we'll put it in the Discord. Your Soxel, SOXL, that's that triple socks. They're all the same. Look, they're all doing your big moves. Daily check back. I think this was a weekly. No. I think maybe it was the SMH. Yeah, SMH is crab pattern. And again, this is a beautiful type 1 reacting off the 1618, and I'd only go to 239 on that. And that's a type 1, and then, yeah, maybe come back down. That's how we look at every one of these. Every one. So stay on that. Couple of more. Let's look at the energy sector. XLE. Okay, this is interesting. On the weekly, we had crab patterns all the way up. There's big numbers at 88, 90, 125 on the spot price of oil. But this is reaction, and that's all that is. Type 1 reaction. This is the definition. God, there's nice type 1s here. And so let's study this, because this is the kind of character I think crypto can do. You get a beautiful pattern. You get your terminal bar right there. The next week it starts. And it's a sharp, straight move down into target 1 right there. And we get confirmation on HSI. I mean, that was exact at 166. Sorry, at 66. Now I would look for that, come back for the retest up to the 88 level. We do have precedent. Look at the prior deep grab. Again, the type 1, type 2 framework. If you're not familiar with it, go to volume 3. Go check it out in volume 3 is probably the biggest write-up of all the books I've done. But again, type 1 move, there's target 1, and then gets slammed back down. This is the framework that we should expect for all crypto. So that's, and I think if you're looking for examples of what can happen in a type 1 reaction, look at XLE. Look at the last 2 type 1 reactions. And this is what could be expected with crypto. Week over week, serial move, continuation until we hit the target and get HSI running the other way. There's a lot there, and even with this massive sell-off, that's not a problem for me. That's an opportunity where we get into the type 2 return. We're now there in the return phase. We might have a little check back to 69 and change one more time. But this is perfect for what you want to see. Here's that USO. Not nearly as nice, but again, another deep crab. We never got the return yet on this. It might come at a slightly lower level. But crude oil, hey, don't sleep on crude just because it had that nasty, I hate to say it, bitch slap, but that's what it was. Off of the 125 level down to 100 on spot price is still good. Someone said they wanted UEC. This is uranium corp, and this is what we got. Shark pattern. It's a type 1. I think on the weekly, yeah, the weekly had a check back. So UEC, this is a pretty speculative uranium play. But look at the last couple of, oh, it was Crypto Hoarder, you said it. Last couple of HSIs on a weekly are just dynamite. Look at that. Back in August, we register, we check back, we go. Okay, 2020. We register the weekly HSI, we check back, and we go. And that was a beautiful one with, look at that pattern, that bat pattern. Now, we check back, and then what do? We go again. And I think this could run, come back up to, say, your 886 at 620 and change. And you should not see this break under that check back low at 290. I like this. This could be another 3 drives here. I think this has got, 657 written all over it. This energy situation, just because we had the sell-off, doesn't mean much. It's just a short-term correction and a strong uptrend. Stay with it. Stay with it. I like these. Here's one. Here's one more. This is one of our, this is a 3 ideas from this week. Uber, I don't think I mentioned this yet. Lacking confirmation on the weekly, but the daily, all right, a little bit better. We got earnings coming up, and I would, what's that, in August, early August. You're trading 22 and change, okay? I'm thinking this will get you to 27 on maybe an earnings pop. Again, another one where maybe get the 25s. Maybe get the August 25s, something like that. I think we need to really start honing in on these option plays and, structuring, how are we going to structure that, playing it with earnings. Absolutely, these are in an ideal spot to do a reaction. Netflix. I'm not crazy about Netflix, honestly. If anything, it's probably a pop. Yeah, there's not much there. Remember, no pattern, no trade. Yeah, there's an HSI down here, and you could get a pop-up. But why would you? When we've got so many other ones with clear patterns, beautiful formations that I'd rather have the pattern at my back Think of it that way. R.K. Young asking, with the 4 books, what's the best to start with? So your 4 books are like this. Here you go. So Harmonic Trader, that's like my first book. That was a kind of converting my personal journal, trading journal of harmonic pattern discoveries into a book, which a lot of people encouraged me to do, and I'm glad they did, because it got me to the volume 1. Harmonic Trader is just like a real general kind of innocent overview. Volume 1 is where I really got into the nuts and bolts. So I would start there. Start at volume 1 if you're new. As I said this yesterday, go through the pattern metrics. Understand what makes a pattern harmonic and what the harmonic ratios are that basically determine when we have a structural opportunity, because that's really what it's all about. And then learn the pattern specifics. With all of that, you could go to, once you flip through volume 1, go to volume 2 and learn the confirmation techniques. That's what we've been talking about for the last 2 or 3 weeks. And why the confirmation strategies are so critical. I mean, look, the Bitcoin chart couldn't be any clearer with the confirmation, everything that we want to see there. Here you go. Bitcoin on the daily is not only, there's the weekly confirmation, but the daily has a big pattern. And that crab pattern of what we've been looking for, the weekly check back, look, all of that is textbook, straight out of the book on the deep crab pattern. And volume 3's got the HSI techniques. But we're seeing it in kind of slow motion because we're looking at daily, weekly charts, day over day. It's, oh, hey, how can you call for a target 1 move? That's the framework. That's what if we have a pattern here, that is our assumption, and we got the check back, we got the weekly confirmation variables, then we go into reaction mode. That's what we're dealing with now, and it is absolutely rocking. That's what you want to see. It's great stuff. It's great stuff. Someone posted that VE chain. Yeah, I like that too. I talked about that yesterday, and that's another massive pattern that we'll come back to this. We'll come back to VE chain, and we'll say, remember this pattern? Remember this big bat pattern with confirmation that was so perfect? Right there, all at 2 cents, 2.2 cents, still only 2.5 cents. With a type 1 target at 12 cents, that's ridiculous. Okay, let's see how it works out. That is the way you read the framework. And most people realize that, look, we're not trying to predict the future. We're just reading the framework. Is it the first time a pattern's completed? Does it have confirmation? Did it go to target 1? All of those are critical to understanding where we are and where we can potentially go. So I'm very happy to see this progress. Otherwise, it would have been a long summer and a long fall of, a lot of grind. These early moves are essential. That's why I'm pretty jacked up about what's to come. So don't sleep on it. As I said, if you're going to take a vacation soon, bring your laptop and keep your eye on these markets. There's a lot to consider here. So we'll come on back on Thursday, folks. We're going to give away some books, Volume 3 books. You have to be here to win. And if you have any questions, get on the Discord, become a basic member, reach out to my best buddy, Miss Stephanie. And your Discord is down here on the bottom of the page. Just click that link. Okay, if you have any problems getting onto the basic membership, send me a note at harmonictrader@gmail.com. Otherwise, everything is there for you to get started. So join me there. Come on back Thursday, 12 noon. Until then, as always,